Okay, good evening, everybody. I just want to appreciate everybody for being part of this wonderful class. And my name is simply God's Power Asia Hegui. And to the glory of God, I'm a Forex coach, I'm a trader, and this is what I do for a living. And the reason why we organize this training is for us to help other traders who are also in the financial markets. Now, I know you'll be wondering, what are we going to be offering this period of the free program? We are going to be looking at some things tonight. And the first thing I want to say is there will be 4 days for this training, starting from Monday, which is today, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Now, today being Monday, we're looking at, please, I want to say something before I comment. We are going to be starting from the basics of Forex. Why am I saying this? Because not everyone is having a good idea of what Forex is. So starting from the scratch will help a lot. And if you have a knowledge of it before, there is no crime if you remain in the class and listen. Probably you might be adding one or two things together. That's how I do my own things. Are you with me? Because it is not possible for me to go and start from the advanced part of Forex when we have toddlers in the house. Are you with me? So it's better to start from the basics and carry everybody along and see how it goes. What are we doing for these 4 days? Day one, please, I will send the PDF of it later tonight. Day one, we'll be looking at introduction to Forex trading. We look into exchange rates. Then we now look into the kind of traders we have. Day two, which will be tomorrow, will be a wonderful day because we'll be looking at pips, lots, leverage, brokers, chat platforms and chatting softwares, traders, the function of all these traders. And we also introduce to you the kind of broken firms you should work with. Broken firms that you'll be convenient with. Are you with me? Then day three. Now listen, day three is actually the day when we'll be starting with trading management. See, let me say one very big truth here. If you are a trader, you don't have a good managing skills. You are just a, I'm sorry to use this statement, you're just a trader who has been in the system for years and there's nothing you have achieved. You must have a good management system when it comes to Forex trading. Are you with me? That's why you see some people, I'm sorry. You can see somebody spending like 10, 15 years in this business and there's nothing he or she can account for. I know many of them like that. So you must have a system of managing your trading system. Are you with me? You must know how to manage your trade. In fact, that's day three. That trade management will commence from Wednesday, and the trading management will end on what they call it on Thursday. Are you with me? So if you have all these things, I bet you, and I beat my chest, that you see no reason why you lose your trades. Are you with me? So that's exactly what we are going to be venturing into. Are you with me? So that's exactly what we'll be looking into. So while I'm trying to open my materials here, I think I will drop the material right now so that we can access it on the platform. So as I'm teaching, you all can see what I'm doing. Now, let's start. What exactly is Forex? Forex is simply the largest financial market where currencies are traded. And when we say currencies are traded, it means they are exchanged for one another. I know you might probably be wondering, what exactly do I mean by exchange? Let's say, for instance, you go to the market, you buy an equipment, and that material you're buying, you are exchanging your money for that goods you've purchased. Are you with me? You are exchanging your money for that what? For that goods you've purchased. Now, let's take note of something. What we deal in when it comes to Forex, we actually talk about currency change or currency exchange. Now, if you look at it so closely, we have some pairs that exist when it comes to the financial markets. Are you with me? So these currency pairs are exactly what you are exchanging for. I will explain what I mean by the exchange. Also, let's take note that Forex is actually traded 247. When I mean Forex is traded 247, it means that Forex is traded from Monday to Fridays. You don't trade Forex pairs Saturdays and Sundays. In fact, when I used to play with demo in those days, the only thing I know you play with when it comes to weekend is all these probably indices or you are trading crypto, because crypto runs from 2-4 to what? To 7. Are you with me? So these are the exact things we do when it comes to the financial markets. Now, if you look at it so closely, you'd have observed that there are some trading sections we look at. We look at the European section. In fact, we have the London section, and these sections actually predict how the market works. Like, for instance, what am I saying? For instance, if you look closely, you will see that in the financial market, the market opens 10 p.m. on Sunday. Are you listening? The market opens 10 p.m. on Sunday. But when you go to the United States, it's not like that. Why? Because of the time frame. The time frame is very, very, very different. So it doesn't seem to come that way. Are you with me? And you might be wondering, who are those people that are liable to trade Forex? Are you with me? Who are those people that are liable to trade Forex? In fact, the first body that handles the Forex trading is actually the central banks. And when we say the central bank, we are looking at the European Central Bank, we are looking at Bank of America, we are looking at Bank of Japan, we are looking at Central Bank of Nigeria. Yes, are you with me? So all these banks are the major bodies that handle for it. That's why when you have a major drift in the market, it means that there have been a very huge money that has been deposited in a certain bank. Now, the subordinate banks we have, they are what? EcoBank, Keystone Banks, all these general banks we use. These are the subordinate banks. Now, who else can trade Forex? We have financial institutes. Many financial institutes, they handle this situation. And the last set of people or persons that do this, they are actually the individual investors. Who are the individual investors? The individual investors are you and I. You and I, we are simply the ones that will take a certain amount, we look for a reliable broker, and we deposit and we trade. Are you with me? So, in this way, we can be able to access the market. I remember years ago, as of 2007, I remember very clearly, what existed then was what they call these people again? Stock exchange. Is it stock exchange or shares? That was what was in existence. And I remember that time, I would go and meet my broker. Then my broker was in Ikeja. I'll go and meet my broker. We analyze, what do you think will happen today? Are you going to see that we are going to have a loss and so and so? But you know the beauty about Forex? When you register with a broking firm, the broking firm assigns a manager to you. Are you with me? When that manager is assigned to you, you can now what? Trade via two platforms, MetaTrader 4 and MetaTrader 5. Are you with me? So please, I just want to say something before I proceed. Nobody is bigger than the network in Nigeria. In case if I disconnect, please just bear with me. I am very sure I will, because I can see that Mr. Mark, the network just took him off now. Sorry about that, sir. So nobody is bigger in case if I disconnect. So please, let's be observant of that. Are you with me? So that is that. Now, let's now look into another aspect that is very key. And that is what? That is exchange rate. You might be wondering, what exactly is exchange rate? Exchange rate is just simply when two pairs. Now, let's do a simple analysis here. When I say a pair is a combination of two. When you say a pair of slippers, left and right. Now, when I say currency pair is the combination of two currencies. Are you listening? And when we look at the exchange rate of a currency pair, it means that one is going to rely on the other. Let's go to my screen. Let's come to my screen. Okay, why that is coming out? A very good example of this exchange rates are when you have Euro USD. Are you listening? You have GPP AUD. You have XAU USD. Now, Euro XAU USD, the first currency, base currency is the first listed currency of what? Of a currency pair. The second one that comes out is called what? The quote currency. The quote currency is the second one after the base. Are you listening? Now, exchange, if you want to do a very simple analysis of what exchange rate is, let's take a very good example. Let's say Euro USD. Now, I am just assuming if you go and check what is euro to naira, just go on Google and say, I'm just assuming, let's say 900. Let's say you go to dollars, you check USD to naira. Let's say USD to naira is 400. Please, I'm assuming. All these things are assumptions. Now, because I have euro USD, I'm going to slash it as 900 over 400. Are you with me? And that, of course, you know that if you divide 900 by 400, that gives me a 2.257. Are you with me? So that's exactly what exchange rate is. When you see currency combined together, giving you two, that is exactly what they call currency pair. And the rate, if you don't want to stress yourself, you can just go to Google, Mr. Google. What is the exchange rate of XAU USD? And that appears. Are you with me? So that is that. Now, let me quickly say something. Do you know that as a Forex trader, it is better for you to know the exchange rates that are profitable? I will explain some things to you tonight. I have a lot of students and I have some people that when they trade, they don't make as much profit as they want. Why? Because it happens to be that the exchange rate or the currency pair they are using is not profitable. I'll give you a list of examples of currency pairs that are like that. For instance, a currency pair like GPP AUD. A currency pair like GPP AUD is one of it. A currency pair like USD CHF. A currency pair like USD CHF is one of it. Now, USD CHF is just simply a currency pair whereby you see that you cannot make as much profit as you want. What am I saying? Let's say for instance, you have, sorry, I'm just trying to share my screen here. Let's say for instance, you have what they call it, $100 in your account. That's $100 normally, using the normal lot size. Can everybody see my screen now? I don't know, someone sent a message. Okay, I'm not seeing your screen. Okay, can you all see my screen now? Now that $100, using the normal exchange rate, $100 is supposed to fetch you at least $1. Class, are you listening? $100 is supposed to fetch you at least $1. So that $1, let's say you have $100. And you trade only 10 pips. Please, if you can see my screen, just type 2 in the chat box. If you can see my screen, type 2 in the chat box. Normally, on the 10 pips rate, don't worry, I will see explain how pips is done. Just don't worry. If you can see my screen, just type 2 in the chat box. I think somebody has chatted there. Oh, sorry. Because even many traders, they still have problem calculating pips. And it's not your fault, I understand. Oh, someone typed 2. That's good, Mr. Lamlekon. Thanks so much. Now, if you look at my screen, you see that $100 is supposed to give you $1. What am I saying? Sorry. $100 on 10 pips rate is supposed to give you $1. Are you there? So, how do you now know those currency pairs that will give you good amounts of money? Number one, you can take it down if you are there. You can take it down if you are there. Number one, Euro GPP. Hello? Euro GPP. Oh my Lord, my God. Euro GPP is a currency pair I love. I love that pair with so much passion. Who is in the house? Sorry. Okay, thank you. Now, Euro GPP is a pair I love. Do you know why I love that pair? There was a time somebody sent $1,000 to me for me to trade for her. When I traded that $1,000, hey, please just listen to what I'm saying. Just listen to what I'm saying. And the target is that I should make at least, I should trade 50 pips for her. When she sent that $1,000 for me, guess what? 10 pips on Euro GPP fetched us $14. I need you to see the difference of what I'm doing here. Please, $1,000. Okay, maybe I should just explain. I don't know. Maybe I should just explain. I don't know why this is season. Now, 10 pips on Euro GPP fetched $14. 10 pips on GPP USD fetched $10. Now, see the disadvantage about trading a currency pair that has a poor product when you trade it. Like USD-CHF. If you trade USD-CHF, I can beat my chest that on that 10 pips of $1,000, what you get to just be $7.7. Can you now see that if somebody are targeted or places interest, okay, let's say USD-CHF gives us $8. Now, if you now trade it in 5 places, I want to do the comparison. If you now trade it in 5 places, you see that 8 times 5 gives you what? That's $40. Am I right? That was on USD-CHF. Now, on GBP USD, if you trade it on 5 places, GBP USD, you get $50. Can you see the difference between 40 and 50? Let's now go to the father of all. Euro GBP. If you trade it on 5 places, you get $70. Why? 14 times 5 will give you what? $70. Can you see the spread between between 40, you have 40, you have 50, and you have 70. So many people don't really know the pair to trade. That's why when I see some people trading, I feel so touched. And also, you should be able to identify that there are some currency pairs that are very fast in the market. I'll give you an example of those currency pairs. You can write down. Don't worry. This video, I'm recording it. I will drop this video on my YouTube channel for you to rewatch. But please do me a favor. When you get to that channel, just please subscribe for us. Please, please, subscribe for me. When you subscribe for me, I'm begging for your subscription. But I can assure you that if you subscribe, if I drop updates on what is necessary on Forex, you always get it right. You always get it on that. Please subscribe on that channel. Now, what am I saying? I said I just compared 3 things. USD-CHF, $40, GBP USD, $50, and Euro GBP, $70. You can see that there's a difference. Now, let me quickly say this. There are some major currency pairs you should trade. Are you with me, class? We are still on currency pairs. There are some major currency pairs you should trade. Why? These currency pairs are very, very, very fast. I don't know. My system is just, but don't worry, I can do without it. Number one, the first currency pair, which is the fastest of all, I love this currency pair, is GBP USD. The first currency pair, which is the fastest of all, is what? GBP USD. Do you know why I love this pair? When you put this pair in action, before you know it, what happens? It goes very fast and you make your money and you are off the market. Are you with me? GBP, please help me manage my pencil. I don't know what's wrong with my marker. It's just dragging. But I'm just pushing it anyway. The next one that is so fast, But that one is dangerous. Anybody who has traded here, we know what I'm saying. That one is very, very dangerous because if you have a stop loss, that one can haunt your stop loss. The next one, which is very, very okay, is called what? That one is called XAU USD, and that is good. XAU USD. The only disadvantage about the only good thing about XAU USD is that if you can trade this pair very well, you make serious money from it. I have students that have trained that they will tell Mr. Gospower, I'm just fine with gold. I have a student, he trades GBP USD even more than me. Even me that trade people. He trades GBP USD more than me. Why? Because he has practiced regularly. That practice he has made him perfect. Another fast one you should trade that I know is very, 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 very fast is Euro USD. I love that pair. These are pairs that if you trade them, you can go into the market and you can be sure that, okay, Euro USD. I want to make my $10 today for my family, and you are making your money. Sorry, let me. That is what? Euro USD. That pair is very fast. Are you with me? That pair is very, very. But please listen, no. Listen, I am both a fundamental trader and a technical trader. I will soon go into that. What am I saying? So the reasons why these pairs might not be as fast as you expect sometimes, sometimes the news affects the markets. The reason why these pairs might not be as fast as you expect sometimes can be as a result of what? The market. Probably maybe a news came into the market. Don't worry, I'll talk about that on Thursday. I will teach you how to news trade perfectly. Probably a news came in and the news disrupted a lot of things. That is one of the reasons why these things can be fast. But if they are not affected by any situation, class, I can assure you that they will give you the exact result that you want. And guess what? You see these two pairs I listed. If you are trading these two pairs on just $100, you will make your $1 successfully. $1 if you are not greedy. You see, I have a slogan, and that's the slogan I work with. I don't know. I don't know, maybe somebody else have generated it, but that is what I've generated for myself over the years I've been trading for it. Number one, you must be patient. Number two, you must not be greedy. Are you with me? You must. I work with two things: patience and not being greedy. If you are not patient, then you are not meant to be in this place. Are you with me? And also, before I continue, if you are here, you want to use $100 to make $2,000. Please, you are not in the right place. So you are not in the right place. Let me just tell you, because I didn't do it that way. I suffered more. Are you with me? I didn't do it that way. All those things you see on YouTube, they are just fictions. They are just things to just get their views, and they just want you to click on their video so that they will have YouTube is paying them now. They are partners to YouTube. Are you with me? So that's why they make all those things with Canva and Co. So Forex is not like, but I can assure you, if you have a good strategy, a good management, you make good money from it, and you withdraw your money and get it in seconds and minutes. I will show you the right brokers to use as regards that. Are you with me? So that is that. Those are the pairs. Like I said, pairs with very low pips, USDCHF. You can go and try it. You think I'm lying? Try it on your demo. Try GPP AUD. Do you know that GPP AUD on $200, GPP AUD 20 pips will only give you $1.34, which is so terrible. Are you with me? The first day I noticed it, I almost cried. With all my strategy and effort I placed into it, I was sad about it. But I just had to. It's part of the business. I encouraged myself and checked for more things to work with. Are you with me? So these are the exact things about this pairs. If you have any question, drop in the message section. I'll definitely attend to it. Now, I want to talk about these types of traders we know. They are fundamental traders. They are technical traders. They are sentimental traders. Now, let's listen carefully. A fundamental trader is a trader that focuses more on the news. Hello, on a layman definition, that's just the basics. Any other thing you see on Google, it's fine. You can just be an national. But a fundamental trader, major focus is on the news. Now listen, I am not saying that news trading is not good. I will be teaching you news trading. Are you with me? I'm not saying that news trading is not good. News trading is very, very, very fine. But the disadvantage about news trading is that you must back your news trading up with what? You must back your news trading up with what? With technical analysis. I will teach you all that. Don't worry. Just put your mind at rest. Just be sipping your tea. Sip your tea. I will explain those things. Put your mind at rest. Are you with me? So, a news fundamental trading should be supported with a technical trade. Now, listen to me carefully. The best of all, and I'll stand and say it anywhere, is technical trading. A technical trader is a trader who uses charting softwares to make analysis on what's that this thing again? Trading View, Finvix, so on and so forth. But guess what? I am not a fan of Finvix. I love Trading View. I just love Trading View. I will tell you something that will shock you. Do you know that on Trading View, there's a way you set up some strategies and you do some things, and guess what? You would get free signals on your Gmail account. These signals are not fake. I've worked with it. Are you with me? I've worked with it. Are you with me? So these are the Trading View is exactly what a technical trader uses. And what does a technical trader do on Trading View? The technical trader goes into that place and makes analysis with tools, drawing materials, Fibonacci retracements, support and resistances, moving average, MACD, Ichimoku cloud, a lot of those indicators. He works with them. But guess what? I will be teaching you more, and I will show you some strategies that are very perfect for you to work with. Are you with me? So that's who a technical trader is. But the last one I also like to talk about is sentimental trading. A sentimental trader is somebody who trades based on people's analysis. I hate that thing so much. Well, from the kind of person I've always been the kind of person that like to work on my own. You will see that somebody will say that he's 25 years in trading, and the person will say the market will go bullish today because there was a FedEx news that came into the market. Dollar will buy, will sell for long. So the market will go bullish. Class, sorry. Some of those things are fake sometimes. I've experienced it's something that I've done years ago, and I regretted it. But you know what? At the end of the day, those things were stepping stones, but they just taught me how to stand in the financial markets. Are you with me? So that's that. Please, before I tell you to drop your questions, we have 5 more minutes to go. Please, my name remains Gospel Jacket Day, and I beg you to be consistent with this training so that you enjoy this training more. Also, I want to say this: if you are here, you are thinking that we are going to use $100 to make 1 million. Please, I don't do things like that. I like to do my own things steadily and with the right procedure. Thank you so much. God bless you. Please ask your questions. Unmute yourself and ask your questions. Feel free. Feel free. For all of you that came today, I appreciate all of you. I can't just thank you guys enough because number one, when you organize a program, you see people coming, it gives you joy. For instance, nobody's here. Why am I having the training? I might just probably make a recorded video where I like and I walk away. But please don't forget that tomorrow, 8 p.m., we'll still continue. Tomorrow will be massive because we're doing some practicals. Please ask your questions, please. Ask your questions. Ask your questions. Mr. Mark, do you have any question for me? Okay, somebody has dropped a question here. The person said, please drop it on YouTube. Okay. That is Mr. Amusa. Okay, I will drop the video on YouTube, of course. You have a recorded video. In 20 minutes time, you have it. I can assure you of that, sir. Who else again has a question? Mr. George, Madam Eunice. I appreciate you. Thank you for coming. Yes. Is there anybody who is here? Is there anybody who has a question for me? You have a question for me? Okay. If you don't have a question for me, thank you so much. God bless you. See you by the grace of God tomorrow. I do appreciate all of you. Bye for now. Bye. I'll drop the video on YouTube. Please don't forget to subscribe. Bye.